Hello. Welcome, everybody. Josh, I'm trying to unmute you.
Would you like me to start my video?
Yes, please. Welcome, everybody. This is Skip Alzheimer of avgeeks, and we're doing our lunchtime streaming show, and we're welcoming Josh Schaefer of Lunchmeat VHS, who is a kindred soul in that he collects, like myself, what we would consider obsolete media. We are pals for the last couple of years, and we've done several things together at the Alamo Draft House here in Raleigh. We helped open a video store. We had two VHStivals, which were festivals dedicated to VHS, and we did some amazing Halloween shows.
Ooh, yeah.
As part of Dismember the Alamo.
Ooh, yeah.
Over the top things that were very sweet and awesome at the same time. Josh.
You.
So where are you? What are you doing?
I'm hanging out in my tape room in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Nice.
So, hanging out with you. So thanks for having me, man. Thanks for bringing me on. Pleasure to be here.
So you're one of the people who a part of your house is dedicated to your passion.
Yes. Well, a whole room and then portions of other rooms. So,
right.
But yeah.
And I don't want this to be like a pissing contest, but how many videotapes do you have?
Like a couple thousand, maybe more. I don't know.
Yeah, more than that.
Yeah, I don't know. You've seen
I've seen the collection.
I've got quite a few. Kind of lost count a little bit. So I tried to inventory them right when pandemic started, and I did it for a little while, and I just kind of stopped. But I've been collecting since I was like consciously collecting probably since I was like 17, and I'm be 36 next month. So a lot of tapes coming and going all the time. And I got tons of tapes in my office too that are just, releases that I'm doing. So do those count? Maybe. I don't know.
Well, yeah, and this is the difference between. I have certainly put out films that I had on VHS for a while, and then I did DVD releases, and I still kind of do those. But you have been actively re-releasing back on VHS, correct?
Yeah, regularly. Yeah.
So how many titles have you released over the years?
Since I started?
Yeah.
Probably about 7 or 8 years ago. I would say like 80, 90, maybe 100.
100 different releases?
Yeah, probably. That's everything though. That's like, all of the productions, yeah. And like some of them were like just super low run, like 25 copies for a convention or, 5 copies of this or something like that. But yeah, I've done quite a few titles. Yeah, I'd have to actually go down and look at all the records and everything to actually know. And I should know that, but
right.
a lot.
Nice. Yeah. And that's kind of recirculating and creating, giving accessibility to people who like VHS culture to things that were rare when they came out. Is that the idea?
Yeah, it's part of the idea. I think it's definitely one of the key ideas of what I'm doing. I also think that like some things are just great for the VHS platform. Things belong on VHS. You get opportunities to, work with films and it's just, if it makes sense for a VHS, I'm going to do it. If it makes sense. Yeah. And I also think it just brings attention back to the format, and also it brings attention to the film, even if you don't the tape or get the tape. You see it. We're living in a day and age where you see a picture of something online, and all of a sudden your interest is piqued, and you're like, oh, well, this exists. I think it's always been about that and bringing attention to that too. It's part of it. Yeah.
So in a lot of the releases were mostly feature films. That is that correct?
I do a lot of feature films. Yeah, but I've done stuff from video collections to video albums. I did work with my buddy Michael Myers. He's a rapper out of Atlanta. I've done skate videos before. Mixtapes, which is just a bunch of different, ephemera.
Right.
some experimental stuff. Mostly features. Yeah.
Nice. Are there any of the features that I guess I want you to talk about, like one of your favorite features that you re-released?
Creep Tales. I just recently did Creep Tales. That was really cool. It's a horror anthology, horror comedy anthology. It was released. It was made in the '90s, but it didn't really come around until like the late or the early 2000s, and it was available on Amazon as a press at home disc, and that's what they were doing. And the film is about going to a graveyard and digging up the Creep Tales VHS tape and going back and watching it and watching the stories on
How
it.
meta.
How meta. Super. And it never actually, I was researching it. I got in touch with the director, and it actually never came out on VHS. And I was like, what? Like, this is insane. So I had to put it on tape and, make it true. And it was really, really fun. I love working with that film. And so, I did a couple pressings of that. I'll probably do it again. Super fun. That's one of my favorites because I brought it to tape, and I think it really needed to be on tape, and that's kind of the essence of what Lunchmeat does.
Right.
Yeah. No, and then Action USA, just did Action USA. I'm super stoked to work with that one. We were just talking about that, Skip, but I got to do Action USA on VHS and bring that back, and that was really fun. Those are my favorites from the most recent. I'd have to think a little harder about over the years, but Video Violence. I loved doing the Video Violence set. That was incredible. It was Video Violence 1 and 2 on VHS, and it came with a T-shirt, and I did with that Camp Motion Pictures. And that's one of my favorite shot on video films of all time. So it was an honor to work with it. So that's definitely one of my favorites ever. Yeah.
Nice. I guess what's interesting for me is having remembered when video stores started showing up in rural parts of where I lived, how suddenly there were all these releases that came out, and they were, a lot of Hollywood releases, but then there was all this weird fringe stuff, and that's what I thought was really fascinating. Is I talked to video producers at that time, and they were like, when video stores opened, they were like, this is it. This is where I can finally do that documentary, or I can do that compilation tape, or I can do that, whatever. And with film, it's hard. Film, you have to go through this whole process of shooting it, editing it, duping it, and then distribution is a nightmare. But the idea of a video store, you could just sell a tape, or you could just leave a tape if you lived in the area. And so the amount of stuff that's out there is phenomenal. And you get much more, I guess, regional and local producers, whereas with film, it was a little bit harder. So I think that's fascinating. And so I've done stuff with the Found Footage Festival guys. I had them on last week. And, they are definitely about a certain genre, a certain niche, which you certainly dip your toe in. But they're not interested in the features. They're not interested in the fictional stuff. They're interested in the instructional and the mostly the instructional stuff. So I think that there's a sweetness there. And we actually had them for the VHS Festival for 2 years, correct?
Yeah, they were the headliners, man. They have a great fan base and they do great work. And like I said, they help fill a niche inside of a niche. You know what I mean? And they do a great job of it. And they're great comedians, really cool artists, cool people, and they have really bad taste, which is what I love. And they pick the greatest stuff, and they really champion it, and with tongue in cheek. And I thought it's beautiful what they do. Yeah. And I mean, to go back to what you said before about video stores, I mean, a lot of that stuff that they're looking at was because of the video revolution, the idea of being able to go and just make your own thing, and have it distributed on video cassette immediately. Like, it makes you a filmmaker, like, immediately. Your distribution, that's it. Like, you don't have to go through hoops. You don't have to go through people. You just go to your local video stores and you're like, hey, would you like to carry my tape or buy a few copies? And all of a sudden, like, distributed filmmaker within your community, and that was such a huge just open door for people that wanted to make content. It wasn't like, not to say that making an exercise video isn't making a film, but it's making a sewing or how to burp the ABCs video. Like you could do whatever you wanted. I think that kind of stuff falls into the camp of what found footage is going after, is material that came out of that revolution.
Right. So we went back and forth on what I wanted to show or what we could show from my collection that might have an overlap with you.
Right.
And we did a show together. We did a Jocks versus Geeks show at the Alamo.
Jocks versus Geeks. That's what it was. Yeah.
And so we showed the one film that we'll be showing today, Revenge of the Nerd, which is an amazing film, which I kind of didn't know about. And you were like, oh, dude, this is an awesome film. We should watch it. And then, so that was a CBS afternoon Playhouse, which is obviously a riff on ABC After School Special. And then I've got an after school special that you requested, Stoned, with Scott Baio.
Yes.
So
oh, God.
We'll watch Stoned first.
Makes sense.
And they're both about 30 minutes or a little bit longer. And then we'll watch Stone first, come back, talk a little bit, then we'll watch Revenge of the Nerd. And I like Revenge of the Nerd a lot, much more than the feature film Revenge of the Nerds. And I'll talk more about that. And maybe we can talk a little bit about nerds and geeks, etc.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I did a little research, so we gotta.
Oh, nice. All right. So I have about 100 windows open on my computer, so hopefully we will make this work. So I'm going to switch over.
100?
Yeah, it feels like 100. All right. So we're going to switch over to my playback system. We'll watch Stoned, and then we'll come back.
Okay.
Right?
Hey, Mike, what do you call a guy who sticks his right arm down a lion's mouth?
Lefty. You told me that one 3 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah? All right. What's green and red and goes 1,000 miles an hour, huh?
What?
Frog in a blender. All right, here's the last one. Ready for this? What do you call my brother Mike after the AAU meet? State champion. Meet you for lunch?
Jackie, there's nobody else you can eat lunch with?
You gonna meet me, yes or no?
Look, next year when I go away to college, you're gonna have to find somebody else to eat lunch with.
Next year is next year.
Okay.
Watch where you going, Melon. Melon head. Can I buy a few joints? $1 each. 6. Melonhead. Want to try some? Might turn you into a Casanova. Why not? What you afraid of? I'm not afraid. Just don't like pot.
How do you know what you don't like if you've never tried it?
I don't have to eat dirt to know I don't like the taste. Oh, very good. Did your goody brother Mike tell you that one? Last chance. Want to try it? Yes or no? No, thanks. Hola, clase. Okay, today we have a new girl in school. Her name is Felicity Nodell. Buenos dias, Felicidad.
Encantada.
All right, now I have your test from last Friday. And I must tell you, I thought scores would be a lot higher. Yeah? Hey, qué bueno, hombre. Good. Okay, nice. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis. Levántate. Stand up. Yeah, it'll be harder for you to fall asleep on your feet. Levántate. Oh, get up now. No, I can't see the board. Well, it shouldn't make any difference to you. Okay, now everybody, turn to page 32. Do I have to stand like this the entire period? Look, Teddy, you don't want to stand, then you do us all a favor. Don't come to this class stoned. Okay, everybody, open your books up, turn to page 32, get out your homework. I want to make sure everybody had better have done their homework. Let's go.
I want you to remember, all these other meets were warm-ups to that state meet. That's the one I lost. That's why I didn't qualify for the Olympics. Jack, eat your broccoli.
Mom never used to make me eat it.
Well, eat it anyway. So after school on Saturday, I want you to come home after practice. You eat, rest up, say an hour, 2:30, I'll take you through a workout.
Hey, Dad, I got 93 on my Spanish test.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good. Oh, Mike, the back page of the magazine's a recipe for a protein drink. It's got vitamins, minerals, a whole shot. Take a look at it.
Mike,
Yeah.
the first time you met Donna, what'd you say to her?
Hi.
What?
Hi.
I see, you just smiled and said hi?
Who is she?
Who? Her name is Felicity. You see, she's new in school, and I figured I had a chance before everybody told her that I was a melonhead.
Hey, who called you a melonhead?
Don't get mad, Mike.
Look, you're just a little shy, that's all. There's nothing wrong with being shy.
It's all right.
All right, look, forget about what I said about smiling high. I'm me and you're you. We got to find your own thing. Your riddles. Walk up to her and tell her a riddle. I bet she's never had an approach like that before.
You really think that'll work?
You walk right up to her and you tell her a riddle. That's a great way to break the ice.
Yeah.
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 What do you put on a sick pig?
You talking to me?
What do you put on a sick pig? Ointment. That's what you put on a sick pig. Hey, Mike, aren't you afraid you might hurt yourself? What if you pulled a muscle?
What are you doing?
Oh, nothing.
You want to work out?
I don't need muscles. I have brains. Just kidding. You're not going to work out all afternoon, are you?
Shh, I can't concentrate.
I thought we'd do something.
I am doing something.
I mean, together.
Just pick up some weights. Don't wait for me.
Want to do laps?
I told you, I'm working out.
Later, I mean.
Later, I'm going out.
Great. Where do you want to go? Well, you're not going out with Donna, are you? You went out with her last night.
I'm going out alone. I was going with Felicity.
Alone?
Yeah. I want to spend an hour alone. You know, every 6 months or so, I like to go out and spend an hour alone.
Why?
Just because. Look, I'm a little anxious about the meet, and I just want to take a long drive and be alone.
You can talk it over with me.
Jack! Jack! Get off of my back. Give me a break. Why do you have to count on me to fill every free moment of your life? You hang on my neck like an anchor.
What do you want? Just walking around. Hey, here, smoke this. Take it slow, take it slow.
But I know that you're out there, so I'm taking a break.
Slower. Hold it in. You don't feel anything? Nothing. Sometimes the first time you smoke, it doesn't affect you. It's getting late. I gotta go home. If you really want to learn how to get stoned, come by my house tomorrow morning. I'll get you stoned. Hey, Jack, come on. Come on. All right. Come on in. Come on, stay out. Not you. All right. Where are your parents? Working. This early? Yeah, we own a deli. They're setting up for breakfast. You play that? Not really. I'm starving. Are you high? Am I who? Everything's so green. Yeah? Look at that tree. Look how it's all bent and twisted. I have not seen that? Because glass makes you see things clearer. I thought it was supposed to cloud things up. What do you got for us, period? Gym. I can't go to gym like this. After class, I'll meet you right outside the locker room. All right? Yeah. Okay, I gotta go. I got a test. You okay? Hi. Remember me?
You know, you're lucky you didn't get caught. Where'd you go anyway?
I flew away. I'm Super Jack.
Yeah, I heard.
You heard?
I heard.
What'd you hear?
Is something wrong with your ears?
Waxy buildup.
You're ridiculous.
No, I'm Jack Mellon.
I know who you are.
You mean I'm not Jack Mellon?
I found out who you were.
Don't believe a said they word about me.
Don't believe it said they word about you?
You know, you're making me dizzy.
You're getting me dizzy. Wait, let's start over, okay?
Okay. Hi.
Hi.
Jack. Jack. Yeah. You all right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm great. How'd you get a name like Felicity?
I hate it. How'd you like to go around with a name like Felicity? Every time my father gets transferred, we move, and it's hard enough making new friends without having a name like Felicity. Everybody thinks I'm somebody. I'm not. You know what I mean?
You know, you're beautiful. You really are. What light upon yonder window breaks? It is the east. And Felicity's the sun and I am the moon, floating high in the sky, going bye, bye, bye. Hasta mañana, felicidad. Until tomorrow in the next chapter. Adios. And hi-ho, Silver.
I know a lot of you people are wondering why I decided to hold class outside today. Because I want to talk to you informally. Today I'm not Senor David. Today I'm just Doug. I want to talk to you about a plant. Has a Spanish name, and it's getting in the way of my teaching. It's called marijuana.
All right. Marijuana. Hey, what's that? Another new girl in school, Doug?
Yeah, it's very funny, Jack.
Hey.
You know, you've been very funny lately. Yeah, when you're stoned, everything's hilarious, isn't it?
Well, how do you know how it is? Have you ever tried it?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah, I smoke. But I quit.
Why?
When I was 17, my parents decided to split up. And it hit me very hard. And so I smoked, and temporarily my problems just disappeared.
Yeah, grass is great for that.
Listen, I was just running away from my problems because when I came down, my parents were still getting divorced.
But you had fun in the meantime.
Nah, but it wasn't worth it. Look, I just read in this government survey where they think that grass could cause chromosome damage or sterility in males or birth defects in women.
You mean a guy might not be able to have kids if he smokes a lot? They're just trying to fool us.
Okay, beside chromosome damage or getting busted, which is bad enough, if every time you have a problem, you just get stoned, if you just avoid your problems instead of facing them, you're never going to know how to deal with them. You're never going to learn how to cope with them. Does that make any sense? Does it?
Oh, no. Now I'm never going to know what I'm capable of. Yeah, I don't know if I feel like getting high right now.
Come on, man. You didn't buy that baloney. Doug was dishing out.
Well, how do you know it's all baloney? The man is a teacher. Don't be so gullible. Doug.
Hey, man. Ain't that your lady?
Yeah, call her over, Jack. Come on. Come on. Do it, man.
Here, Jack.
Go fun. yeah. Hey, Felicity. Come here.
Hi, Jack.
Hi, these are my friends, Teddy and Alan. Hi.
Hello. This is Amy.
No. It's fake. It was fake. Hey, can't take a joke. It was fake. Hey, what are you waiting for? Light up a joint. Come on. No. Hi. Hi. Hey, look, I mean, you're still not upset about that spider thing, are you? It's just a joke.
Yeah. Stone Goot, right, Jack? Is
Yeah, I was ripped.
that why you've been cutting school so much lately?
Yeah.
You were high when we first met, weren't you?
When?
You know, that time outside the classroom.
Oh, yeah, I was gone.
And again that time when you saw me dancing.
Yeah.
You just can't be you, can you, Jack?
What do you mean?
You know, I just realized something. I'm standing here talking to you, and I don't even know who you are.
Hey, I'm me.
Yeah, right. Super Jack, huh? Super Stone Jack. But tell me something. Who's the real Jack? Jack.
What are you getting so mad at?
Because I liked you. Because you were different. I mean, you're really funny. You're witty. That wasn't really you at all. Forget it.
Why don't you eat something healthy? Why don't you have an apple?
Why should I? I don't have a big swim meet in 2 days.
Are you high?
Go out and have that picnic with your girlfriend. Leave me alone.
Jack, I'm asking you a question. Are you stoned?
What business is it of yours what I am? Hey, your girlfriend's waiting for you. Have fun.
It is my business, Jack. Jack, I'm asking you a question. I'm talking to you.
Go away. Let's not talk about it.
You want to do some laps?
No.
Come on, we'll do some laps. It'll be just like old times.
Why don't you get Donna to row the boat? "10 minutes.
5. Jack. Come on, you quit kidding around? Who's kidding?
Hey. You know what Smokey the Bear's middle name is? Smokey the Bear's middle name is... You give up?
Yeah.
Give up.
Yeah.
The. I got you. The. Smokey the Bear's middle name is The. Get it? You get it?
Yeah.
Jack. Straighten it out. I'm straightening it. What are you doing? What? Alex was fooling around. Hey, Mike. Hey.
What happened? Must hit you with the old. I almost didn't make it. I almost didn't save you. I was telling riddles. Could have died. Stone. Stoned. I'm sorry, Mike. Do you know how long and how hard I've trained for this meet? I'm sorry. And it's all over because you were stoned. Get out. Get out!
Mike. You all right?
Yeah, I'm just fine.
What happened? Well, what the hell happened? Well, would someone speak up? What happened?
Dad. I was clowning around. It was my fault. I had decided to go swim in front of the boat, and then I smacked right into a tree. Jack saved my life.
Jack, my man, I just got some dynamite smoke. Come on. No thanks. Hi. My name is Jack. Not Super Jack or Stone Jack. Just plain old Jack.
Nice to meet you, Jack. I'm just plain publicity.
Highgate Pictures, get it? There he is. Can't hear you. There it is.
Boom. Yeah. All right. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right. Sweet. So Highgate Pictures was a division of Learning Corporation of America, which was a division of Columbia Pictures. And I saw the executive producer was Linda Gottlieb, who did a lot of these films, and also did some after-school specials. And also, for those of you who have been following AV Geeks, she was the producer on Fur Coat Club, and was friends with the director who passed away at the end of last year. And Linda Gottlieb also was the producer on Dirty Dancing. So there you go. There's your 80s.
Aces, Skip, aces.
Saved a generation. Do you have this on videotape, Stone?
No.
No.
I don't know if it's on videotape. I don't.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it maybe was was distributed to schools, because the version I have was distributed to schools, and it's actually an edited version. It's a little bit shorter than the. I think the original version's like 40 minutes or something like that. So maybe there's more giggling Scott Baio in the 40-minute version.
Well, I'm out for it. So if anybody finds one of those school copies of Stoned, please hit me.
The full version.
Yeah, the uncut version.
The uncut version.
Yeah, it's on. I think it's on YouTube too in parts. So I'd probably check that out and see if there's any differences.
Yeah,
that's how I watched it. Man, what a cool.
Yeah, it's funny to see the dad, the overbearing dad, the brother, older brother, who's obvious. A lot of people commented and said that he was on steroids, which is why he's so
aggro. Yeah. Right.
And Scott just wanted to fit in. Jack just wanted to fit in. Also, somebody pointed out in the comments that I've always said that drug films are, if you're not too careful, drug films can actually be instructional films on how to use drugs. And so the bong scene seemed to be oh, that's how you do it.
Yeah, you got to have Raisin Bran next to you. Total instructional. You're totally right. I mean, and I think they gave a lot of high praise to smoking marijuana in this movie. I think so. I saw some people comment, "Is this pro pot?" I think they go a little heavy on this is really cool.
Yeah.
Even the teachers like, all right, but it wasn't worth it.
Yeah, ultimately it wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
You know, if Jack had found a girl who also smoked pot, do you think that he would have changed his ways? Or if he had not nearly killed his brother, do you think he would still be smoking pot?
Yeah, because those are the only two things that stop him from smoking pot, right? Is like a girl he likes and almost killing his brother.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
things.
On the pot. Yeah. I mean,
so talk to us real quickly about your website and some of the merch that's not, some of the merch that you have for sale on that site. What's the URL? So
lunchmeatvhs.com is my website. Recently just redid it and launched a bunch of new stuff, like Skip said, and there's tons of stuff on there. I got some looky-sees here. So I just released Last Blockbuster, which amazingly sold out already.
Oh, what is that?
So it's a documentary about the last Blockbuster in Bend, Oregon, and it gives the history of what Blockbuster was and the giant and their rev share, but it also shows this really cool about how this lone Blockbuster has become a mom and pop shop again. Like, it's not a Blockbuster, you know, and it really it has a good history and shows, you know, doesn't favor Blockbuster or anything like that. It's cool. I really enjoyed it and happy to put that out. So that's sold out. That's coming back. Let's see. I got shirts and stuff, you know, stickers, magazines, zines about, you know, video stores and VHS tapes and stuff.
So
yeah,
I've asked you this before, but never publicly. Where did the name Lunchmeat VHS come from?
So Lunchmeat came from Ted Gilbert and I, who you know, we started the magazine together back in 2007 or so. We worked at Relapse Records. Wanted to make a magazine. We wanted to make a zine. We're trying to come up with a name, and I had just watched a movie called Lunchmeat that I really liked, and kind of was the essence of what we were doing, is trying to talk about these really obscure films that are only on video. We would sit up in the break room and just eat, you know, meat sandwiches every day for lunch, you know, and talk about these movies, and it just made sense. And we stylized it as one word, and just kind of a couple 20 somethings trying to, and that was just the surroundings. It was the right time, and it was Lunchmeat. So
Nice.
the VHS thing is, I think, comes from the website, and you know, just people identifying it online. It's crazy. Like I never defined it as Lunchmeat VHS. It was always just Lunchmeat, but through it just happening on the internet and stuff, now people just call it that. It's on Wikipedia as that. So I'm just like, okay, that's what it is. Lunchmeat.com, dude, is like, just to get lunchmeat.com is like $70,000 or even
Oh, yeah?
more. It's crazy. Yeah.
So I have a funny story related to that. I used to do a zine called Preparation X back in the day. And so this was very early in the web days. So this was like early 90s. So I got the domain prepx.com, and I kind of let it languish after a while, after I stopped doing the zine. And I ended up selling it for $1,000
Yep.
to a broker. And what I did is I bought preparationx.com. So I have the full. So if I do recommit to it, then I have the full domain name. And I haven't seen what they've done with prepx.com. I don't know if it's going to be some sort of horrible B2B internet blah blah thing, or it's going to be.
How many people are putting PrepX into their browser right now, Skip? I don't know. Maybe they'll tell us.
Yeah, maybe we can find out.
Like, oh, Skip sold this website for $1,000. What is it? You know, like, no, yeah, that's cool. But Lunchmeat, you know, just some more apparel, some more T-shirts. I don't know. I got.
Yeah, show me those stickers, man. You got some great stickers.
Oh man, I only got the one. I got this sticker. Watch VHS tapes. I got stickers. Check it out on the site. Lunchmeat VHS got tons of stuff, and this is cool.
That's nice.
It's fun, man. I love doing it.
You've got a good design sense, and you also have a bunch of artists that are really great, and so a lot of your stuff is really beautifully done.
Appreciate that.
Yeah,
Appreciate that. One more thing. This is going to be coming out soon with my friend Ben Marcus, Goodbye Press on Instagram. This is Skeletor's Apocalypse. This is a shot-on-video movie that they made when they were like 10 to like 14 or 11 to 15, somewhere around there.
Is it just using action figures, or what's the?
No, it's live action. It's shot on video. It's done over like they're like 12-year-olds. It's going to be coming out soon. This is really fun. Super duper obscure. I don't think anybody's ever seen it, but
nice.
It's like a couple of kids making a shot on video weird movie. So
nice.
For that. Yeah.
So this next film is that we're going to watch is another Learning Corporation of America film, and you do have this on videotape or no?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah, I have it as Battle of the Bullies because that's how they released it on video, of course, to avoid any confusion or copyright infringement.
Right. This film, as it was released, was called Revenge of the Nerd.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously you didn't want consumer confusion with Revenge of the Nerds and cease and desist. I like this film so much better than Revenge of the Nerds.
Yeah, I mean, Revenge of the Nerds, it's not aged well, so it's, you know.
No, it's horrible. It's basically you have a bunch of social misfits, which I identify with, who are bullied by the frats. And the way that they deal with it is they become just as horrible of a frat as the frats that they're trying to fight. And so it's just as rapey, just as gross, really just, it's horrible. I can't watch it anymore. I like some of the characters. Booger, of course, I like a lot.
You like Booger?
Yeah, he's great. But it was a difficult movie when it came out. I didn't like it. And I also don't like the term nerds. Like, some people say that I'm a film nerd, and I don't agree with that. I'm a film geek, as I obviously have adopted the moniker avgeeks. What about you? How do you feel about it?
It's in the name.
Yeah. How do you feel about this? Would you say that you're a VHS geek, nerd, or do you not care?
Oh, you know, I just recently started caring since we had this conversation, and it was a really cool thing to look into. I would say I'm a geek, because geeks are more like collection-based enthusiasts, but they're still experts, but they're more into like the culture of it, and finding ephemera and having all the up-to-date information on their culture and continuing the culture. And nerds are more like academic,
Yeah.
like studious, and they're not necessarily like as enthusiastic about it. So
Right.
definitely a VHS geek. Ed, that's what I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also,
Um,
the word geek has some really. You should look that up.
oh
honestly.
no, I just the
Yeah.
sideshow geek is phenomenal. Just
Yeah.
biting the heads off of mice, and just becoming just like this wild man who just does crazy things. I embrace that a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah. Okay.
The other thing is, I've always said the difference between nerd and a geek is that both of them pick their nose, but a nerd hides it. But a geek says, "Wow, look at this."
That's a very apt description, my friend. I'll take it. 100 points to Skip. Check out my booger collection. And nerd's like putting it away and trying to
Yeah,
get.
it's just like, oh no, I don't want anybody to see that I have it.
But he's going to take it home and study it in secret, and that's kind of thing. Yeah.
I mean, if anybody out there identifies as a nerd, please don't, go with it, man. Embrace it. Fly the flag.
Whatever you are, embrace it.
Yes, exactly. Somebody just said that they're an old media dork.
Yeah, dorks, that's another one.
Yeah. I wouldn't say that I'm a dork. I have had dorky behavior, but I wouldn't identify as a dork. But, whatever.
Yeah, in the beginning of Stoned, Scott Baio's character is pretty dorky, I think.
Yes. Yes, he is. So, all right. So this next film is, this one's like 35, 40 minutes. And it's excellent. I'm happy that you turned me onto this. I had this in my collection, and it was one of those things I'm like, oh yeah, I need to watch it. Oh yeah, I need to watch it. So I'm so happy that one, you got me to show it when we did our show together, but two, that we're showing it on the streaming thing. So it's really great.
I'm happy you like it so much, Skip. Yeah, yeah.
All right, so what we'll do is we'll come back and talk afterwards. But here is Revenge of the Nerd.
What a nerd.
All right, you made your point. I'll give you my science note. Come on. Oh, hi, Coach.
How's it going, Bertram?
Invigorating as usual. Thought this class would never end.
sorry. It's okay. Hey, Bertram. So I see you worked up quite a sweat in gym class today. Pardon me while I laugh, Dalton. Ha ha. So, what's her name? Louise Baker. I'm in love. Does she know you're alive? If only you got some points for being a genius. Did you find that Phillips yet? Find it yet? It would be easy to find a needle in a haystack around here. Right next to that microchip. Oh, Dr. Frankenstein, is it almost ready yet? Just a few more adjustments, and I will be ready to show it. I can't believe nobody else knows you're working on this. Just Mr. Barnes. He's the only one who understands what I'm doing anyways. Want to see how it works? Yeah, of course. Okay, go downstairs to my mom's room and turn on her TV set. Any channel. But whatever you do, don't let her see it. This is Battleship Bertram calling Destroyer Dalton. Do you copy? Loud and clear. I can do this to any TV in the neighborhood. Unbelievable. Come on back up. I'll show you how it works. Come on. Bertram, it's fantastic. I can do it to a lot of sets at once, so just one at a time. You mean on that computer there? It's just a matter of honing in on the right frequency. See, this is our street. Here's your house, and here's Louise's. I was thinking of broadcasting to Louise's TV real late at night, maybe while she's sleeping. You love Bertram. Bertram's the only man for you. You love Bertram. Well, there she is. You really think I should go up there and introduce myself? Just like that? It's worked for hundreds of years. Unbelievable. Look at that jerk. What an idiot. Hi.
Hi.
Well, goodbye. Okay, Bertram. Now the next step is to tell her your name. Let me give you a hand. It starts with the same letter as bird brain.
So you think you've seen a UFO, Mike?
Are you kidding? Absolutely.
When was this?
It was about a week ago, and I'm serious. I was outside riding my bike. I looked up and saw it. It was incredible. It was perfectly round, saucer-shaped. It was moving really fast, cutting right turns, cutting back again. I couldn't believe it.
What did it finally do?
Well, I rode home to tell my pop about it, but by the time I got there, it was just gone. Like, it just disappeared.
So then you do believe in life on other planets, and that we are being visited.
Are you kidding? Absolutely.
Let's get another point of view on this. Bertram, what do you think?
About what Mike says he saw?
Yes.
Well, when you're looking at something like this, you have to take into consideration all the factors. What do you think? I don't know what I saw? I didn't say that. What I meant was, well, for instance, was it last Wednesday by any chance? Yeah. And it was cloudy that night. Yeah, sort of saw it through the clouds. I saw the same thing. There. See, I told you.
Didn't I tell you to quit hitting me?
It was the spotlight from the grand opening of Honest Don's used car lot bouncing off the clouds. Wait a minute, Bertram. Are you telling me I don't know the difference between a spotlight and a flying saucer?
Bertram, perhaps you could diagram it for us. Excuse me.
I think I need a new piece of chalk. Under certain conditions, reflected light can take on all sorts of interesting qualities. Maybe I should just enter a monastery.
Maybe you should give it another try.
Look, Dalton, I'm telling you, I scare the girl. She backs away in fear whenever.
Louise is not the only girl in the 9th grade.
You're right. You really are. From now on, I'm not even gonna think about her. If she doesn't want me, it's her loss. Got the perfume?
Right here, I stole it from my sister.
That nerd thinks he's so smart. Just wait till he reads this. Let's get out of here. From now on, let's not even bring up what's her name.
Now you got it.
There are lots of fish in the sea.
That's the spirit.
Dalton, you aren't by any chance wearing perfume?
No.
I wonder who it's for.
It's in your locker, dummy.
I suppose that means it's for me.
Dear Bertram, I'm really sorry about the other day. For weeks now, I've been waiting for you to come and talk to me. Then that stupid Mike Godey had to go and ruin it all. What I'm trying to say is, I have a terrible crush on you. Could we have one more chance? Tomorrow morning before homeroom? With much anticipation, Louise Baker.
I knew she'd come through.
Come on, Bertram, I've got to go. Are those really your clothes?
Yeah, why?
I changed my mind. Maybe you better meet her as someone else.
All right. Since you know so much about girls, tell me what you do.
I don't know. Why don't you sing to her? Serenade her. Girls always go for that sort of thing. At least in the movies they do.
Bonjour. Sit down. What do you think?
If she loves you, she'll overlook it. What's with the hat and cane?
Ever hear this fellow Maurice Chevrolet?
You mean Chevalier?
That's the guy.
Oh, no. No. I assume no responsibility for this, Bertram.
Well, here I am.
Yes. Here you are.
Don't be nervous. It's perfectly all right. I understand.
I'm not sure I do.
Maybe I can put it to you a different way. Every little breeze seems to whisper Louise. Birds in a tree seem to twitter Louise. Each little rose tells me it knows I love you, Louise. Every little beat that I feel, every little beat that I feel in my heart.
Look at that. It's like a work of art.
Each little sigh tells me that I adore you, Louise. to see and hear you is joy I never... These are my backup singers. Boys, you forgot to wear your sequins today. He's the life of the party. Very funny, jerk. Dear Bertram, I'm really sorry about the other day. I've been waiting for weeks now for you to come and talk to me. But that stupid Mike Goaty had to go and ruin it all. What I'm trying to say is I have a terrible crush on you. Bertram! That was the last straw. Will you be quiet? Taking this stupid costume off. Shh. I've had it with being the fool, the nerd everyone laughs at, the dupe of every joke. I've had it with people who think they can run all over me. Just get a grip on yourself. She laughed at me, Dalton. She's just like the rest of them. She didn't have anything to do with it, but she laughed at me. She laughed, Dalton. Look, you're just blowing this whole thing out of proportion. Just because Mike and those jerks think you're a nerd doesn't mean you are one. I've been pushed right over the edge. They want to play ball with Bertram? Well, they're going to see how well I can play. Nobody makes a fool out of Bertram Cummings. I'm naked. So this is revenge, huh? This is it. Here's Chuck, and Dennis, and Louise, and of course, Mike. I don't get it. What are you gonna do? Interrupt their favorite TV shows? You might say so. Dalton, do me a favor and hand me that alien head over there, will you? All right. Alien head? I am contacting Michael Goaty. Oh, wow. I am contacting Charles Benson.
It's my turn now.
I am contacting Dennis Cushington. Just give me 5 more minutes, Mom.
How much time does he have?
Very little, I'm afraid. You want me to tell him?
I am contacting Louise Baker.
Louise, television for you.
Repeat. I am contacting Louise, Dennis, Charles, and Michael. I am Lon of Zekna from the Andromeda Galaxy. I am an emissary to Earth. I require your obedience and assistance in telling the people of your planet of my arrival. In order so that there will be as little panic as possible, we would like to begin by telling the young people of your world of our arrival. We come in peace. We require your assistance. We will contact you tomorrow about the details. Greetings from Zekna.
Mom?
Well, Mike is pretty dumb. Do you think he's that dumb? Hook, line, and sinker, Dalton. And Louise? She'll go for it. And then what? And then They'll be very sorry they ever laughed at Bertram Cummings.
You've got to learn to keep quiet, Mike. We don't want anyone to know about this.
Come on.
Now, everyone knows to meet at my house tonight, right?
Right.
I'm sure the alien will want to contact us at the same time, so don't anybody be late.
Just remember, he contacted me first. I want to be the first one to talk to him.
Ah, shut up, will you?
No, you shut up.
You shut up.
No, you.
Both of you shut up. Now, any questions?
Yeah, what if your parents are watching TV tonight?
Don't worry, we're watching it with them, all right?
All right.
It's 8 o'clock and still no alien.
I don't know. Maybe the network changes time slot.
You don't seem to understand, Dennis. The alien controls TV, not vice versa.
Well, he sure is taking his sweet time about it. What is this garbage?
He's here!
Unbelievable! I knew he'd show up. Greetings from Zekna. I am contacting Louise Baker.
Louise, television for you. Mom, I've got it in the den!
I am contacting Dennis Cushinson.
Wow, man, that's me. Far out.
I am contacting Charles Benson. I am contacting Michael Grody. That's Cody. Excuse me, Michael Cody. Dumb alien. We have been scanning your planet that has selected you four to be our representatives.
We've been picked.
We wish to make contact with the governing body of your young people, and we require a public gathering to broadcast our message. Stupefying. Our researches tell us that the governing board of you young people is known as the Student Council. You must set up a receiver at the meeting of this Student Council. We plan to make contact on what you Earthlings call Tuesday. Our message is very important, and your help is invaluable. I, Non of Zekna, thank you. Farewell for now.
Man, I'm blown away.
I can't believe it.
I'm really blown away.
Can you believe it?
I can't believe it.
How in the world did he know the student council meets on Tuesday?
Oh, come on, Dennis. The guy is a higher life form. He probably knows what room they meet in.
Now, all we have to do is get a video monitor.
And what did you say these video monitors would be used for?
Well, we can't say. Not just yet.
Seriously, Mrs. Mead, we have something very important to show them.
Chuck, please leave the teeth alone. Now, don't snow me, Godey. I know you're behind this.
We really can't say, Mrs. Mead.
And why not?
We promise nothing will happen.
All right. But on one condition. That equipment is quite delicate. Now, I want someone to operate it. Someone who knows what they're doing. Someone like Brian Bauer or Bertram Cummings.
Bertram?
Bertram will be fine, Mrs. Mead.
Mm-hmm.
Mrs. Mead says we can only do it if we get you to help us. Have you ever used those monitors?
Video monitors? Sure. I know how to use those video monitors. So, what's going on?
I wish I could explain the whole thing, but it's kind of a secret. Okay?
Right.
Okay. Tuesday after school.
I'll be there.
Great. Bye.
Bye. Of course I'll help. It's perfect. It's perfectly wrong. Bertram, this has gone a little too far. There's going to be a lot of people at that student council meeting. Good. It's that many more people to see what a bunch of jerks they all are. You're going to get yourself in a lot of trouble. It's worth it. No, it's crazy. Listen, Dalton, I'm tired of being stepped on. It's time someone else got theirs. In all the years I've known you, I've never seen you act like this. And if you think this is a way to win your friends, you're dead wrong. It may not get me friends, but it's going to get me noticed.
Ladies and gentlemen, members of the Student Council, good afternoon. We will begin today's session with a special presentation by 4 of our illustrious 9th graders. And here to explain it is Michael Godey.
Okay, Don't blow it.
All right.
Remember, this is going to make us all famous.
All right.
You know your lines, right?
Right. Let me go. All right, everybody. Now, what we have to show you here is something very, very important. What we have here is the most important, the most amazing thing that's ever happened. Chuck, Dennis, hit the set. Now, remember, everybody, I was the first one to be contacted.
Is this some kind of joke?
Now, really, listen, you gotta keep watching.
Hey, what's going on?
How would I know, you jerk?
Don't call me a jerk.
Where is that alien?
Greetings. I am Lord of Sekna. I have contacted you through these young ones to tell you something of great importance. But in order for me to tell you this thing, you must first believe in me and who I am. I see we have some unbelievers among you. How encouraging to know that not everyone in town is as easily fooled as these four.
What's going on?
It's really sort of dangerous if you think about it. How anyone with a camera, some broadcast equipment, and
How anyone with these things, I don't believe, could easily fool a group of people into believing just about anything.
How'd that guy do that?
Fortunately, my message was not a dangerous one, but it could have been. Man, we've been had. Let's get out of here.
Little did the poor gullible freshman know that the alien was actually the brainchild of classmate page 4, Bertram Cummings. So is revenge as sweet as they say? Certainly is.
Bertram, could you autograph this for me?
I don't think they captured my best side in this photo.
Oh, I think it's adorable.
She's a real sweetie, isn't she? Hey, Bertram. Hey, Bob. It says here, you got your recreation privileges suspended for a month.
A small price to pay for success.
But I thought you got a month's detention.
Louise and those jerks did.
I don't suppose you've spoken to her lately.
Hey, Louise. Hey, Louise. Louise?
First, you don't have any friends and you're unhappy. Now you've got a whole lot of friends and you're still not happy. Bertram, you've got to figure out what you want.
I thought it's what I wanted. To have everyone know my name.
then I, feel okay about myself if people paid attention to me. I've really made a mess of things.
Look, having friends and being noticed is terrific, but it doesn't make being yourself any easier.
Being me is never going to be easy.
You're you with me. I've never thought it was that bad. So why don't you try it out on somebody else? You might get a surprise.
How bad is it?
Hopeless, I'm afraid.
Louise, are you there?
Louise, television for you again.
If you're there, I promise it's the last time I'll ever be on your TV set. Hey, wait a minute. Gotta fix this tripod. Louise, if you're there, I want to say that this is the last time I'll ever be on your TV set. I don't really get a kick out of interrupting people's TV shows. All I wanted was a chance to tell you how sorry I am. I can't seem to say it when I'm around you. I get all tongue-tied. Anyway, I hope we can start over again, Louise. No more outfits, no more flowers, no more singing. Just what you see here. I mean here. Anyways, if you're there, I hope you've been listening, and I hope we can get to be friends. And now, this is TV station BERT leaving the air on our third and final broadcasting night. Good night, and drive carefully. Hello? Louise? Funny you should call. What's on your mind?
So Josh, are you there?
Oh yeah, I'm here.
So you reminded me at the time when we showed this film. Start your video too, please. You reminded me who the best friend was, and I totally forgot.
Yeah.
I saw it again. So why don't you tell? Nobody seemed to notice him in the comments.
That's Chris Barnes, who played Tanner Boyle in Bad News Bears. That's how I know him, and it's so weird to see him play like a nice, sweet character.
The voice of reason.
Yeah, like he's the voice of reason in this, and in Bad News Bears, he's just like such a little like gremlin. You know what I mean? And
He's insanely profane and
Yeah.
he's so great in that movie. Yeah,
truly is. Yeah, he's one of my favorite parts for sure. Yeah.
So I like this film because Bertram is somewhat of an AV geek. He
Totally,
has the
yeah.
knowledge. He's on the approved list for getting the monitors at the school, and he also obviously knows how to direct radio frequencies at different houses and interrupt broadcasts. So,
And
definitely-
automate a beta player apparently. So I mean,
yeah. So kudos to him. It's funny, like both of these films that we just saw deal with these kids, middle school kids, who are trying to talk to a girl and are embarrassed about it. And what do they, the thing that they do gets them in trouble. And then they basically, Jack gets stoned so he can talk to this girl. And Bertram does federal offenses of broadcasting.
Yeah, it's pretty bold.
Yeah.
Pretty bold.
And they both seem to get the girl back at the end. As a kid, probably their age, I noticed girls, but I didn't, break laws to try to date them.
Well, I mean, it takes all kinds, I guess. Some people are breaking frequencies, and some people are just like maybe later.
Yeah. That was a great.
It's a rough time for that. It's very it's ninth grade, right? I think they were both in ninth grade, and
okay.
It's formulaic, of course. It's an after-school special, but I also think I love Revenge of the Nerd because it has that monster sci-fi tinge to it, and the AV thing. Of course, I thought you'd enjoy, and I love when he turns mad scientist on him. It's so fun.
I'll show them all. That's so great.
He's so resolute. He's like, I'm doing it. People are going down.
Well, Josh, this is great.
Thank you.
Want to pitch your website one more time?
Sure. So I do Lunchmeat VHS, #1 destination for the appreciation, celebration, and preservation of VHS and video store culture. Like I said, I got lots of goodies on there if you want to check it out. And there's a blog with 8 years of VHS obsessed content if you want to look through that. And stuff and putting stuff on my YouTube channel. You just look up Lunchmeat VHS. There's some fun stuff to watch on there. And of course, new magazine coming soon and a bunch of VHS releases. So it's all Lunchmeat VHS. Just look that up.
Well, I'd love to have you back again, maybe in a month or so.
Okay.
We need to brainstorm on what else we would want to watch or show. Maybe we can coordinate. And I've digitized some of your stuff over the years, and so maybe we can coordinate showing some things that
from
your collection.
Of course, yeah, I would love that. I would love to do that.
But thanks again, Josh, and everybody. Thanks for tuning in and your comments. And I'll be back tomorrow, 1:00, showing some more films. And everybody have a good rest of your week. Take care.
Bye, everybody. Thanks, Skip.